What is consciousness? Consciousness can be categorized as an umbrella term that covers a wide variety of mental phenomena. According to dictionary definition, it is the quality or state of being aware of an external object or something within yourself. It has also been described as subjectivity, awareness, sentience, the ability to experience or to feel, wakefulness, having a sense of selfhood, and the executive control system of the mind. So therefore, depending on its context, it can have several definitions. You already most likely have your own definition of consciousness that has been shaped through your own experiences and knowledge. In this video, I will be mainly focusing on 3 worldviews that have baffled and captivated philosophers and scientists for centuries. My aim is to not tell you what to believe, but rather share these ideas with you so that you can refine your existing notion or arrive to a new conclusion. So let's start with perspective 1, the scientific or materialist approach. This is the belief that our unique conscious experience is the profound product of millions of years of complex evolution. Materialism holds the high ground these days in debates over one of the most baffling scientific topics, the nature of consciousness. When tackling the problem of mind and brain, many prominent researchers advocate for a universe fully reducible to matter, quarks, electrons, and associated forces and fields, including consciousness. So for example, if someone were to pull apart your grey matter, quark by quark, and electron by electron, sooner or later you would lose all degree of consciousness. As a result, there would eventually be no you anymore. No more awareness, no more self-awareness. This approach suggests that consciousness has no independent existence or reality, that it is our brains that generate what it is. From helping us to ignore our responsibilities by watching cat videos and ordering Uber Eats on our laptops, to medication, a proper healthcare system, and providing us with vaccines that now prevent once incurable diseases such as smallpox, measles, and polio, we have science to thank. Furthermore, it has been able to explain the strange, wonderful, and beautiful world around us. It has debunked superstitions, myths, and it proves that the sun doesn't revolve around Earth. Perhaps one day, science can finally give us a resolved answer to the puzzling phenomena of consciousness, so that we can better understand ourselves, humanity, and our place in the universe. Neuroscience pioneer Michael Gazzaniga states in his most recent book called The Consciousness Instinct that even after 2,000 years of human knowledge accumulation, most humans do not subscribe to the simple reality that it is our bodies and brains that generate what we are, in all our biological and cultural complexity. This leads into 2, spirituality and dualism. So, religious and spiritual communities suggest that the essential part of an individual's identity, or the stream of consciousness, continues after we're dead and gone. In other words, this approach implies that death is only a mere separation of the soul from its body, and its transfer from this world into the afterlife. It is not finite. Cultures and civilizations around the world recognize that we all have a limited time here on Earth. Almost every culture that has ever existed has some kind of explanation about what happens when we die. These beliefs began as far back as 52,100 years ago. Fascinatingly, many religions, beliefs, and faiths have a lot in common despite existing miles or even thousands of years apart. So for example, belief systems such as those in the Abrahamic tradition, like Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, hold that the dead go to a specific plane of existence after death, as determined by a monolithic god. Ancient Greek and Egyptian mythology too believed in a higher power in the form of several divine deities that would allocate where your soul would go. Most religions and cultures believed that it was imperative for one to diligently follow a set of ethical rules, codes, and values in order to reserve a place in heaven or paradise. However, not all cultures believe that your actions in this life determine where you went after death by one or more gods. So for example, the earliest Jews and Mesopotamians, they believed that the afterlife was the same for everyone, regardless of your actions. Many Indian, Chinese, and tribal religions or cultures believed in reincarnation based on karma. With all the diversity of beliefs, the major religions are in accord in one great teaching, that human beings are immortal, and the spirit comes from a divine world and may eventually return there. Since the earliest forms of spiritual expression, this is the great promise and hope that religions and faiths and spiritualities offered to their followers. It is the believer's eternal answer to the cynicism of the materialist who shouts that there is no afterlife, that death is the end. Mind-body dualism is a view in the philosophy of mind that mental phenomena are non-physical, or that the mind and body are distinct and separable. French philosopher René Descartes introduced us to cogito ergo sum, I think therefore I am. Descartes believed that he could cast doubt on the existence of his body, but not the existence of his mind. This view is known as substance dualism. It is the belief that the world is made of physical stuff and mental stuff. Similarly to the spiritual approach of consciousness that most religions adhere to, both perpetuate the separation of the tangible and the intangible, the material body and the unseen mind. There are a multitude of beliefs, theories and perspectives out there, and it can be difficult to arrive to a refined conclusion. There are just so many of them. As our lives continue to progress and as we expose ourselves to an array of perspectives, perhaps your beliefs will continue to evolve and change. I know mine definitely have. My favourite YouTuber, Anna Akana, once said, "If a religion or faith resonates with you and it makes you want to be a better person, and then absolutely follow it. We should all come to our own conclusions based on our own life experiences and find a spirituality or belief that rings true for us."